sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Orlando Classic. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend Frank Nobilo. We're here in Orlando, Florida, at the house that Arnold built, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Frank, what are some of the toughest shots out on this golf course?
Second shot into 8 comes to mind when you've got that sort of long water carry to a very thin green. Probably only a club or so deep there, so it's very hard to get that to land soft. 17 and 18 are always difficult for any level of play. 17, the green is angled slightly to the right. Even though you're coming from an elevated tee, it's tough to judge the right club and get the ball to land softly. And of course, there's always the finishing hole that has to be navigated.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Second shot, good look at the green.
Safely on there.
On the green. And a chance for birdie here on the first hole. 17-foot putt here. And that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
She needs this for her par. And so just getting started, even par so far. Back to the action here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Second hole, it is a pretty demanding par 3, Frank.
Goal really is to just carry that front bunker or sneak it a little right of that and try and cheat it around.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot.
Even par currently. We often say, Rich, you should always try and make it. I got to disagree with that. Lag putting, it's just about taking the strain off the next one. There's always other holes to be played.
From that distance, you settle for 2 putts. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Now to the par 4 third, 434 yards, and plenty of trouble on that left side.
One of the hardest tee shots on the front side. Water very much in play down the left.
Rhythm, tempo, balance, that golf swing, just perfect. Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, so many variables in any golf shot, but one of the most important, obviously, is club selection.
People often just blindly grab a club, right? They look at a yardage, they go, I'm going to hit the same club. But what about if you're uphill, downhill, into the breeze, all those other things? And where's the flag?
This is a good-looking shot. Good, clean contact. A nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
There's no snake, though.
Let's settle for par here. Even par early on. And we pick up action at the fourth. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Second from an excellent lie. Frank, uphill shot. What did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club.
Well played here, went straight for the flagstick, and she'll have a nice putt coming up. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Come on, don't do that.
Cruel lip out.
To save par. Still even par for the day. Frank, at the fourth, we pulled the hammer out. Here, maybe it's a scalpel?
Well, it just depends. A little trailing breeze. A drive is not always a bad play here. 367 yards to the front is a little kick forward. So, wind behind your back, almost worth a go.
Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact first and foremost that you're not going to get clean contact. So you have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly. Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy, chances are it might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another club.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very soft. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. This is a 9-footer.
this game, when you can't win, it's all about top 10s, top 20s. Currently, that's exactly where they stand.
On to the par 5 6th hole. This is one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill. Frank, what does it take to stay out of trouble on this hole?
Well, I always thought horseshoes were lucky. 6th hole shaped like a horseshoe was anything other than that. You fear a little left and big problems. Nice.
Looks good.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. She really hit that tee ball nicely. It is in perfect position, and now she'll have a chance to capitalize. You know what's great about Bay Hill is that it's the house that Arnold Palmer built, the King. And if you do visit Bay Hill, there's actually a decent chance that at some point you'll bump into Arnold, either in the grill room for breakfast or out on the driving range. He still loves the game, always has. And there's also a good chance that Arnold will say hello to you, look you in the eye. He is the best there ever was when it comes to fan interaction. See if our featured player can do something right today.
Yeah, when you swing in well, obviously target looks as big as a barn, but on days like today, everything looks difficult.
And that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, ringtail howitzer. And that one just didn't go in. Did the job right there. Well, you're breathing a sigh of relief. Your round wasn't sunk at the par 5 6th, and now you come to this par 3. It's just a little under 200 yards.
Yeah, aiming at the middle of the green's not a bad thing here, Rich. You can always putt to the corners and have a birdie chance.
You take 3 and walk off this hole to the 8th?
Well, you could get a little greedy. You know, a tee shot in the middle of this green is not too bad. You'll still have a birdie putt. This is straight at it.
That's a really good line. Well, that's just a tee to green point. A seminar on how to do it the right way. Every single green in regulation. So a tester from 4 feet. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Frank, how about the 8th par 4, one of the more intriguing setups?
Ideally, you want to just work your tee shot away from that bunker. But this is one fairway you must hit because it's one of the toughest second shots on the golf course. Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle nose down.
Can't even see it from here. Good thing he stayed in the first cut because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep.
Safely on deck.
Leaves that one about 20 feet out from the cup. Nicely played shot. She has a birdie opportunity right here. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Nice par to remain at 2 under. Finishing up here on the front side at Bay Hill with a lengthy par 4. And what's the key, Frank?
Well, the hole's relatively flat, but the rough on the right comes into play. If you can carry that ball 300 yards, then just take it in over the bunker.
Contact, good result. And Frank, these winds have not at all subsided. Still a challenge.
Yeah, the same for everybody, and that's where you've just got to adjust your own mental par. Golf course was going to be difficult when you teed off. It's certainly no different now.
Would be a great look at birdie. These putts keep the round together. And with the birdie, moves into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And moves into some very good company.
EA Sports. It's in the game.